I truly enjoy nuggets from camp that I get to overreact to, especially the negative ones.
Of course.
Love it. As you know by now, if you're listening to us for 16 years, that if something good happens at training camp or spring training, what do we say? It's training camp, it's spring training. It doesn't matter. Let's wait and see what happens when it really counts. If something bad happens at training camp or spring training, what do we say? Watch out, this could be a problem. And it's my favorite thing to do.
Yep, me too.
Which brings us to Mike Vrabel saying Drake Maye got off to a good start today. Did he?
Doesn't sound like it based on what Murray was reading earlier.
I read from the big boy himself, Greg Bedard, who reports on the Boston Sports Journal. The headline today will be that Drake Maye was intercepted 4 times in the span of 7 throws in the first team period, and that wasn't great.
Oh, boy.
4 times in 7 throws in the first team period?
That's Mac Jones-esque.
What's that interception percentage, Mazz?
That's 529, 53%.
Oh, that's an actual number.
No, it is. Yeah, wow. 1 for 7 is 143. Just multiply by 4.
Then Greg Bedard writes, unfortunately, I'm not alarmed. It's very early. Oh, posh. Then why are you there, Greg? Why would you go and report something that happened and then immediately say it doesn't matter? Why are you there? Why am I reading you? It all matters.
It's actually 571. 57%.
But you did the right thing and you said it like you had it.
Yeah, no, I was close.
It's all about the delivery.
I was in the ballpark.
I was willing to buy it.
Yeah,
so was everybody listening.
No, it was. It was convincing.
Except for the 2 or 3 mathematicians that listen to the show.
Yeah, that's right. I got 571 mixed up with 429. 3 for 7 is 429.
Listen, intercepted 4 times in 7 throws, and that wasn't great, writes Greg. I'm not alarmed, though. It's very early. Then why am I reading you? On one, he says it appeared Hunter Henry was being held, and he only had one hand free to tap the ball, and Craig Woodson made the diving pick. Another was in the left flat, and not sure what happened, but Christian Gonzalez made a diving catch. Another was thrown right to Del Pettis with no offensive players in the vicinity. Obviously, that's not supposed to happen. Another was going to Kyle Williams, but Gonzalez made a good play. Greg writes, probably my bigger issue with Maye was that his hitch was back and pronounced.
Oh, boy.
Remember the hitch?
Yes, the hitch.
The hitch was back and pronounced, and he was guiding the ball and not letting it rip. But he was sharper in the second and final competitive team period, and he's just starting to learn a new offense. He's not going to play faster for a while. Sort of looked like Maye early last training camp, and then we all know how it clicked for him, and he continued to climb.
So this is what the hitch results from then. Uncertainty.
He's thinking.
Yeah, it's uncertainty. He doesn't know exactly what to do, and the hitch is a little nervous tick or what have you while he's processing because he's not processing quickly yet. Which, again, I at least that makes sense. That if the 2 times it appeared were early in camp and he has a new coordinator and a new offense. In the same breath, I would tell you this is something you should be worried about, that if you're going to constantly change the offense on a rookie quarterback, then this is what the kind of thing that can happen. He reverts to infancy.
Offensive line stuff. In group work, Cole Strange got some snaps at center, but that did not happen in the team periods.
Okay.
In warm-ups, the line was...
Okay, this I want to know.
Left to right.
Okay.
Guess who was the left tackle in...
Will Campbell.
Will Campbell, and then at left guard, it was Wes Schweitzer and Cole Strange.
Who?
Wes Schweitzer.
Who the hell is Wes Schweitzer?
You're going to have to use the internet for that. So from left to right, Will Campbell, Wes Schweitzer, Cole Strange, Garrett Bradbury at center, Michael Onwenu, Morgan Moses.
Okay, that's what I'd expect.
That was the warm-up line. During practice,
Wes Schweitzer.
It was Campbell, Schweitzer, Bradbury, Strange, Wallace.
Strange at right guard.
Yes, sir.
And Wallace at right tackle.
Correct. Okay. Second line was Vidarian Lowe / Marcus Bryant, Jack Connolly, Ben Brown, Tyrese Robinson, and Jacobs.
Ugh. Yuck.
Okay.
That sounds like their starting group from last year.
Greg Bedard writes, it doesn't look like Michael Onwenu reported in the best shape of his life.
Shocker.
might be heavier than last year.
Oh, now he's really Big Mike.
I love nuggets. I love training camp nuggets. I love it.
Big Mike is now really Big Mike.
Travion Henderson, that's the running back?
Yep, that's him.
Travion Henderson looks like the real deal. Built like a brick house with quicks. Moves and great balance. Showed some great moves on a screen and later made a nice catch of a high flare pass in the left flat. Who threw it, Greg? Another missed throw by Drake Maye. He doesn't specify who threw it.
Yeah, let's see what happens when he starts getting hit.
He says Kyle Williams made a nice grab after a pump fake from Maye when he was more than comfortable. When he was more comfortable, he made a nice grab after a pump fake from Maye after Maye was more comfortable, as did Javon Baker, back shoulder.
Wow, Javon Baker caught something?
He says, saw what you'd expect from a Josh McDaniels offense in the early stages of install. Saw the whole gamut, from zone and power runs to some quick games and screens, some deep shots. Nothing really different. It's like they wanted to hit all the major points in the playbook. Defense looked like it was a lot of man that could easily and often be flipped into a different quarters-based coverage, in case you were wondering. I added that last part because you're probably not wondering about the quarters-based coverage.
They should be able to play man at the corners.
There was a little kicker competition. Andres Borregales, Felger Mazz big board hit, going 4 for 4 with John Parker Romo going 2 of 4. Now you may ask again, who the hell is John Parker Romo?
The assassin.
I was just going to say, they always get a middle name, don't they?
Yeah, always, yeah.
Why do they always give him a middle name?
Yeah,
why give him that deference?
A full bio, like famous figure in history, you're giving him the full name.
No, but it's always the bad guys, the assassins, that get that middle name. Like that, I noticed this.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Even the
James
guy,
Earl Ray.
even the guy most recently, they've given a middle name to. It's like, don't give that piece of dirt a middle name.
Mark David Chapman.
I don't want to put John Parker Romo on par with these
John
guys.
Wilkes Booth.
Very good.
Okay, we can just call him the assassin.
Keep going on and on.
the guy with the Red Sox, we can call him the password. Let's call this guy the assassin.
John Parker Romo. Whoever the hell that is.
2 for 4.
2 for 4, fittingly.
I wouldn't hire him for a hit.
And those are his notes. Do you have a thought here so I can call up some more notes?
No, the offensive line thing interests me, because, again, I think it's one of the huge questions. And that left guard thing does have me scratching my head a little bit. So, but the biggest one, honestly, that I've taken so far is Maye, the nervous tick for Maye, the pat in the ball or the hitch.
Correct. The hitch. The hitch is back.
Yeah, I think that I think that there is something that to me is a real cause and effect. The last time we heard about that, because it disappeared, was early on when he was getting familiar with the offense, which to me suggests that it is some sort of symptom or reaction to being uncertain about what he's doing and, needing the extra processing time, and he's a little uneasy. And so, this is where we are again with Maye. I'll tell you what, this serves a selfish interest for me. The fact that they've changed coaches, changed coordinators, changed offenses, my question is, the second-year jump for Maye, does that now have to come in year 3 because they're starting all over again?
Yes. Well, no, not necessarily, but it's a concern.
Yeah, so this is what is one of the things I'm worried about.
It absolutely should be. Between what they've surrounded him with, and which is nothing, obviously. Nothing up front, nothing around him. And 2 years, 2 coaches, 2 playbooks. Yeah. It's like, again,
starting over.
As Bedard would say, the playbook of how to ruin a young quarterback, which is what they did to Mac Jones. And because he sucked, he was easily ruinable. This kid's good, or has tools, right? So he should be able to, survive it. But you've leaked away 2 years of his rookie contract and 2 years of his young career.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the part that, again, you've reset the clock now. Is so instead of his second year, it's really his first all over again. It's like year 1A and 1B.
He's back to the hitch, back to looking rough early in camp because he's just learning his way as opposed to hitting the ground running in year 2.
I mean, that's how I feel. Like that's what this whole thing cost him last year. So everybody says, okay, they got rid of Mayo, et cetera. They're headed in the right direction. What you've done is effectively hit the reset button. And so for Maye, that first year, you just wasted that whole year, literally, to the point where there's not a lot from Maye that you can apply in year 2. I hope I'm wrong. But when you see it this way in print, it does make you say, okay, then that's effectively what happened here. He's regressed back to early year one.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.